Glory to Jesus Christ, glory to the God forever. So, when we need to re-edit our document, for example, a PDF document, we can use many programs, but it is example on the base of the program called Pdf-Xchange editor. So, and we need to make such a thing. After making recognition of written text, we have text scattered somehow, or unlined, or drastically written incorrectly. And for example, as you see here, we have finishing on different we need to know, for example, when printing, not for our words not to overcome beside the line, beside the borders, whatever. As you see, some words finish here, some words finish here. No, here, you see? Some can sometimes be here in this part of the screen. And we need to understand when we edit words, letters missing, or whatever else, we need to make something, not to go the words or phrases or sentences beyond this line. So here we just click for vertical lines. We click on the left and we drag with mouse to the right. As you see, here we have the line. Then we can click upwards and continue dragging it to the desired position. As you see, I am going to find the most of the sentences that go to the same dot. As you see, I have found the correct dot. So I can start now editing sentences where they go, for example, beyond the line. Then I can move, for example, in this example, let me show you. For example, some sentences can be in this way. And I having the line aligned according to the majority of the lines, correctly recognized by OCR, I can understand that this goes too far beyond the line. It can be a little bit, but it's better not to go so much more, because when printing and we need, for example, to enlarge document, this can be cutted by printer and not printed correctly. So I just move back. I click on the desired line. To activate it, as we need to click on Edit Objects and then Text Objects. After selecting this, we just move with arrows on the left, to the left. Okay, so we see, as you see, so till that line, it is also the same suitable when we need to type text and to the certain line, and not to overcome or not to go beyond this line. In this case, we can click upwards in the field of measurement with right mouse click, and we can duplicate our lines to every page, to the whole document, or we can delete them. So we can duplicate them, and then on every single page we have the same line on the same dot. on the same spot. And then we can continue printing, continue typing to the desired place, then go to the next line, and so on, so forth. So another, for example, to make horizontal line alignment, for example, we drag from the upwards our line, for example, and as we see, you see, here we have, for example, let's measure if we have exact alignment here. We have exact alignment, but can be situation when, for example, we have for example, we have one letter. Let me show you example. I'm going to cut this. When we have two separated letters or phrases or sentences, and for example this one is a little bit down, not aligned on the same line with the sentence. So we use this line. We use this line to understand if it is aligned or not. It's the fastest way and easiest way, because without this you will lose too much time using a cover here, net. Here there is an option to show net. I will show you now. So as you see, the line shows us that it is incorrectly in line. So I click on the object on the number 3 to make it active, and then I use arrows upwards to show it on the same line. So you see now they are in equal position. Another, for example, sometimes can be a way that for example, this sentence after recognition of OCR is, for example, a little bit down. So as you see, there is quite a large space, but to understand this, we can't use this line. We cannot use this alignment line, because it's very difficult. You need 2 lines, 3 lines to understand where to put it, where the middle part of the space is between these 2 lines for this one. So in this case, we go to the left down corner, we click options, and we use show net or network, how it is written in your program. As you see, now we need to increase. Now we need to increase our document. No, 300 probably %. Okay, where it is, as you see. And now we manually calculate difference and the distance between lines. So we have 1, 2, 3 and almost a half. So I'm going to calculate from here 1, 2, 3 and a half. So 1, 2. Okay, so it is aligned. It is aligned. Now the difference between these two we can check. 1, 2, 3. Not very aligned. We can go a little bit upwards. In order to move a little bit upwards, we need to press Ctrl, hold it, press Shift, hold it, and then we use arrows up and down. it will move our sentence very slightly upwards, downwards, to the left or to the right. So then we can click on options and close our net. So, for example, also we have a page in such a style where we have numbers equal and we have very large space here. So, for example, I need for every number to be equal to the same space, or more or less the same space, not to be, for example, this can be here or can be here. So what do? We use the same style, the same manual with directional line. So we click on the left and drag with our mouse a new line according to majority of the numbers. For example, number 4, number 5, more or less aligned. I need to move it a little bit. Okay, now they are aligned. Here, for example, it's not aligned. I just click here and I move it with arrows. So here the same. I move it with arrows, making it active firstly with mouse, and then we can move. For example, also we would like to see that structure of sentences shows us that they are beginning not strangely like verses, because, for example, it is a Holy Bible, the God's book, so it is written in such specific style. So I make another directional line and I found majority of started sentences and I align it according to this line. For example, a little bit on the right. Okay, so more or less they are aligned. Now I check out another ones. For example, here we see it's going beyond, so I move it on the right a little bit. Here it's a little bit in space, so I am clicking to make it active and I make it back, move it back. 1, 2. 2 is too much, so only one time. Here we have a little bit more, so I move it a little bit back to the right. Okay, here we have perfect. Here we need to move according to the line. So now we have directional lines which we can recopy clicking with the right mouse click and duplicate to every page and edit or print or type our text, documents or books according to this size. So such a manual it is. Glorify the God forever.